how much does Chipotle pay its workers? This is from the Motley Fool. The company pays what many would consider below average starting wages, though it's on par or even above other quick serve or fast casual chains. But it also offers extensive benefits and prides itself on promoting from within. Beyond wages, this is from Chipotle itself. Beyond wages, we offer a number of benefits for hourly employees, benefits that often exceed others in the industry, including paid vacation, paid sick days, twice yearly merit increases, bonuses, tuition reimbursement, and a discounted higher education program for employees. All of these benefits are available to hourly employees. We also offer extraordinary opportunity with more than 95% of our managers coming from within the ranks of our crews. That's directly from Chipotle. The company, now this is from the Motley Fool, they tried to figure out how much money people actually made. It was hard for them to find out. The data that they found indicated that the company shows the $28,000 a year for a crew, which requires no experience, $33,000 a year for a kitchen manager, and $36,000 a year for a service manager. The numbers climb higher as workers move up into management, with the graphics showing apprentices, sort of the precursor to being a top boss, taking in $53,000, while general managers earn $67,000, and something they call restaurateurs can make around double that. So around $140,000, what someone they call a restaurateur. And at the bottom level for crew, if you take those numbers to be right, that works out to $13.46 an hour, a good number for the industry. Okay, so that's for their, there you go. So that said, Chipotle pays within industry norms for entry-level workers while offering them training and a path to advancement. That should give the company a loyal, well-trained workforce, which may give it an advantage over rivals that do not make the same efforts to promote from within. So why do I bring this up? But Chipotle pays a little bit more than they're actually taking care of. They actually act like they give a shit about their employees and they want them to stay around forever. They want their employees to be healthy. They want their employees to be educated. They want their employees to be paid a living wage. It seems like Chipotle's making a little bit of a better effort than the rest of them. It seems that way, and they promote from within. They give you tuition reimbursement. These are good things. So that's why I showed you that from Motley Fool. But why did I want to show you that in the first place? Well, because if you look, CNBC reports this today. Chipotle downgraded by Bank of America on a new concern. It's paying employees too much.
Why is that Bank of America's business?
Well, Bank of America and Merrill Lynch downgraded Chipotle and cut its earnings targets for 2018 and 2019. Saying the struggling restaurant chain will have trouble cutting back labor costs any further than it already has. So this is the system we live in that's set up by Wall Street. So if you make a profit and treat your workers well or better than other people, Wall Street will punish you for that. That's the system. Now do you understand why we have an effed up system in America? Now do you understand why we have to break up the banks? This is what, so Chipotle not doing astronomically better by their workers than other people, just doing a little bit better by their workers and other people. Immediately Wall Street comes in and lays the, hey, what the F? Why are you paying your workers? That's gonna F up our system.
It just makes me sick, because as soon as you mentioned Bank of America, I was like, okay, how much money did they get bailed out for, right?
Yeah.
Well, on paper, it says $45 billion.
Oh, okay.
$45 billion, and they think they're paying an hourly wage employee too much. God, it's such a corrupt system.
Yes.
But it's good to know the Democrats have my back.
The Democrats have your back, Steph. It goes on, we are downgrading Chipotle to underperform from neutral, as we believe. So it was at neutral, and now they've downgraded it to underperform. Why? Because they assume no significant tax reform, so they don't think Trump's gonna be able to pass his tax reform. That's what that says, right? And that at 2018 and 2019 consensus, EPS needs to drop at least 10%. Analyst Gregory Francfort write in a note Wednesday. We believe further gains from trimming hours will prove difficult, which limits the opportunity to get labor below 27% of sales, even if traffic recovers. This is such,
Dude, this is nonsense. I mean, this is like, what's that phrase? It's like, you're worried about nickels and dimes when there's $100 bills flying over you. I mean, that's what this is. Like nitpicking something like employee wages that can benefit an economy so much when everyone gets a living wage, and making it out like this could be the downfall of the company. And you look at some of the corporations that do, like you said, a little better. That's not saying any of these institutions are perfect. Of course they're not. But you look at Starbucks, which kind of does something similar. Costco and Chipotle. None of them are struggling by any means.
Right.
They're all doing just fine. And the one thing that I can't help but notice when I go into any of those three places, the people working there seem happy.
They seem a little happier than the other places I go into, that's for sure. That's definitely for sure. Yeah, there's definitely, Chipotle, I'm always surprised. You go to Chipotle, the people working there smiling.
Yeah, they're cracking jokes with you.
They're cracking jokes and they're smiling. I'm like, yeah, I'm always shocked by that, yeah. Steph?
No, I'm still, you know what? I'm gonna go to Chipotle today, just because of Bank of America. That's how I feel.
So this is what they say. So you see how their sick brain works. They see the analyst slashed his 2017 earnings estimate to 740 from 760 and lowered his, so they're gonna earn, instead of earning 760, they're gonna earn 740. Is that per share? I'm not Dylan Ratigan, I'm a nightclub comedian, but that's what that sounds like. And that's considered, so they're still making a profit, a handsome profit, but that's not enough. You have to screw over some of your workers and you can make a little bit more. That's Wall Street's mentality. That's the mentality of Wall Street, which is why you need to keep those motherfuckers heavily regulated. And they lowered his 2018 estimate to 950 from 1050. Shares of Chipotle have risen nearly 10% over the past month, but remain down over 12% this year. By late morning, shares were down 2% following the call. So after they did that, the shares of Chipotle went down. After Bank of America / Merrill Lynch. Why is it Bank of America / Merrill Lynch? Oh, that's right, because they all failed. And the government had to give them money to, okay. Anyway, so there you go.
Are they downgraded?
So they downgraded Chipotle and their stock went down 2% following that. And that's because they don't treat their employees shitty enough. By the way, their business is doing great, make a lot of money. They're able to share some of the profits with their employees and everybody seems to be happy. That's a failure for Wall Street. Starbucks, that's a failure. You have to shit on your employees a little bit more. That's a life without unions. That's a life without a sane economic system. We have an insane economic system in America. We have a system that takes the richest country in the world and renders half its population poor or low income. Half of all wage earners earn less than $30,000 in America. Richest country in the world. But Wall Street will tell you that's how it's supposed to be. And that's those people, it's your own fault if you're poor. You don't go get a, even though the most powerful, well-moneyed forces are pushing everything against you to keep your wages down, in collusion with the government to keep your wages down. But you're supposed to be able to do good in this economy, it's all right, even though every institution is pushing against you. If you enjoyed this clip of Aggressive Progressives, you know there's a 90-minute show waiting for you at the Young Turks Network. Go to tytnetwork.com/join to see all our content.